Ground Pulse on groundpulse.net. I am Jerica J.
I'm chilling.
And I'm Big Amish.
And we're chilling here with Jeff from 3 Pill Morning. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you guys.
You had an amazing set. You just played the Midland, which I think this is the second time you played this venue?
Yeah, we were back here a couple months ago with Theory of a Dead Man. Man, what a cool
That's
venue.
What it was.
Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Speaking of Theory of a Dead Man, you guys do nothing but tour. You know, it seems like you guys have been out for at least probably the last 5 or 6 months.
Yeah, we've been out pretty much nonstop the last 3 years. We've had a lot of good things happen for us and have just made the decision to stay on the road and keep pushing it, and only good things have happened from that. So we're excited about it, especially to be on this tour. You know, with In This Moment and everything they have going on is an awesome deal.
When do you guys take time off?
Well, we need to finish an album. So after this tour is done here by Christmas, then we're back in the studio. We'll spend those winter months that aren't any fun to be out on the road anyway, get the album done, and then be doing more of the same, more touring and more visiting people.
Very nice.
Excellent. Now, with this last album, you guys have got single after single after single on it. Was that your thought of doing it to maybe push more of the downloads online, or?
You know, I think we wanted to write songs that we wanted to write for a long time, that were catchy enough for people to want to remember. And the cool part about that is if people sing along and they get it right away, it tends to turn into a single from time to time. So we've been lucky enough to have radio stations pick it up and start playing our music, and that's helped catapult us to be on good tours and everything else. So yeah, I mean, we want to write songs that people want to listen to and that we enjoy playing. And you know, the 1,000 shows that we played with some of the same songs, to still enjoy getting up and playing it every night, we're excited about that. So it's cool.
Great, very nice.
And you've been touring on the same album for a couple of years now.
Yeah, about 2 years now. Yeah, you know, our plan was to have the album done and out about now, and then we got offered a couple of these tours, Theory of a Dead Man and In This Moment, and both of those bands we love, so we're not going to say no. So instead of we got about half the album finished, and then we packed up and got back in the bus again and started rolling again.
Oh, you're fine. If we can cut it out, what do you? Okay.
We're not smoking.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little embarrassed. We actually played a show together about 2 years ago at Aftershock in Merriam, Kansas, during the Rains tour.
Yes.
And you guys have been through a lot since then.
We have.
Member changes and things like that. So for fans that maybe haven't heard of you guys at all, what can they expect from a 3 Pill Morning show?
I think the biggest thing we try to do out on the road is be entertaining, be the most energetic band that takes the stage every night and gives people a reason to want to come back and see us. You know, I think there's a lot of bands, unfortunately, that just kind of play their songs, and if they got a lot of hit songs, it's cool, but people, it's hard to get off the couch and do something and spend money to go to a show. So if you're going to come out and spend money to see us, we want you to come out of that saying, wow, I feel awesome coming out of that. I had the most fun I've ever had, and you guys are fun to be around and hang around with and all that stuff. So if we're doing all that, then that's what we want to be doing.
Very nice. Very nice.
So you say you have half the album done for the new one?
Yep.
Can you talk about the writing process for that a bit?
Yeah. It's been kind of all over the place. You know, some songs have been full band jam sessions. Other ones I've got about 100 song ideas sitting in my iPhone right now that I'll be driving at night and I'll hum a melody and then I'll type a bunch of lyrics and do all that kind of stuff. And you know, the guys will come up with some guitar stuff. Trent will have a drum pattern. We just build off of everything we can. You know, we leverage the software that's out there to do that stuff. But it's cool. It's every direction that we've come from with a new song, everybody gets really into it, and then we kind of make it our own after that. So it's been exciting. Yeah.
Excellent. Now,
That is fucking shit, dude.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it very much.
You know what, man? I only got one fucking ticket. Can you sign it, please? Just in case you get.
Yeah. Are you gonna? Can you come to the merch booth in a second? I'm just gonna finish this interview up and then.
Yeah. That's fine.
I'll be
man.
hanging out there right after.
Hey, just don't leave me, man.
I'll be
looking
there
for signatures, man.
I got you. All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm with you. I'm sorry, I haven't need to.
Not a problem.
Bye.
Not a problem.
that's awesome.
That's awesome that you're super personable with your fans.
Yeah, well, like I said, if the age of the arrogant rock star, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't exist, and we're good dudes, and we like to have fun, and that's the kind of people that come to our shows and want to hang out and like our music. So that's it.
Please tell me you're never going to lose that.
We're never going to lose that. I guarantee it. We've already had this talk. I mean, with even some of the success that we've had, we're always the first band out to the merch booth and to hang out with everybody. And we see other bands that stop doing it. We're like, why would you ever? know. So we want to make sure we're actually the next tours that we do with our new album. We've even got some further, fan collaboration kind of stuff that we want to do. We got some cool ideas and some stuff that I think nobody else is doing. So we're gonna try to push the envelope on that, make it so we're all kind of part of the same thing.
Very nice.
That's so good to hear and refreshing.
Now, after the new album comes out,
Yes.
are you guys going to stick to maybe some of the smaller clubs? Or are you guys going to hit the festival scene really hard? What are you looking to do?
I would say, by the time we're starting to put the album out, it'll be festival season time. So we'll probably go, as many of those as will have us, we'll play them. And honestly, we play wherever people want to come and watch us play, whether it's a small club or big tours like this. We just love being out on the road and playing shows. So, we'll take whatever comes our way and make sense, I guess.
All right. I got a question for you.
To be very big to your question.
Yes. If you could play a huge festival with thousands of people, but they've never ever heard of you, and it's one of those shows where everybody's really dry, nobody claps or anything like that, or you could play to a super small club with 3 fans that know every single word, which one would you choose?
How many people are at the Just Staring at You show?
Thousands.
What I would do is we would first play the show with the 3 people cheering, and it would be amazing. Then we would bring them with us to show the other 2,000-3,000 people how the hell to get down.
I like that.
And then it'll be infectious from there. So we'll use that energy to get the. And if there's 1,000 people just staring at us, we're on the wrong stage anyway. We took a wrong turn at a country show or something like that.
I like how you did that. Very nice. Good job.
So I like how in between songs you guys kind of have dance, rave music going on. With that, have you guys ever thought of doing a remix of your album?
We've actually had a couple remixes done of some of our songs. They've never seen the light of day, but yeah, we've toyed around with it, and we like a lot of the electronic music, and we all grew up with some of that kind of stuff. So we try to infuse it in our show. Even some of the new music has a little bit of that in it, so it's cool to us. So hopefully people like that.
It's exciting.
Wait.
Billy, you got another one? I know you do.
Oh no, he's swinging from the hip now. He's got.
I got a thing.
Here comes the left hook. I feel it.
All right, so. All right.
Uh-oh.
If you were stranded on an island, yes, I'm gonna take this from you. If you were stranded on an island and you could choose one album from anyone, who would it be? Just
one album.
One album that you could have with you.
I would have to say it'd be the first CD I ever bought, which was the Red Hot Chili Peppers' Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
All right.
And I would just listen to that, and I'd sing Anthony Kiedis stuff, and I'd air drum all of Chad Smith's parts, and I'd do the bass lines. It'd keep me occupied. I'd have to learn each of those guys' things through the whole album, so I'd probably go that route.
Right on.
Awesome. And also, with your guys' music, you put out music videos, and some of them are only lyrics. Have you ever thought of going back and, I guess you wouldn't go back because they're already done, but what are you thinking about with your new stuff? Are you going to try to do more lyric videos, or?
Yeah, unfortunately, it comes down to time and funds available to shoot big, higher budget music videos, and so we shot the ones that we could, and the ones that we were out on the road and didn't have time to shoot a video for, we put the lyric videos out and stuff like that. Our goal, we would love to have a storyline or a music video for every song we do. We'll do the Beyonce stuff, we'll have a video for every song, but maybe we'll find. So we'll have to see what happens. But hopefully we can shoot a video for everything. That'd be awesome.
That'd be great. So, any kind of snippets on what your thought on more fan involvement is that you talked about earlier?
I don't know if I want to give it away.
Oh, just a little.
Just a little bit.
Tiny bit.
Well,
Intrigue us.
A lot of bands do like meet and greets and stuff like that. We want to do more of an after show party that's a different experience, not just going to a club or anything like that, but is more like the band vibe and what we do day in and day out, and get to experience some of the things that we get to experience. So I'll just kind of leave it at that, but there's more things after the show that make it something to hang out and do some cool stuff. Other than just take some pictures. We want more than that.
And that's really, really cool that you're doing that, because I think recently with this whole Taylor Swift thing and everything going on lately, I actually read an article about how they're saying how bands need to try to push to do different things to get more involvement so they can get more sales and merch or whatever else going on.
Yep. No, I definitely agree. People get bored, and they see the same old crap every show, and we need to do something different. Otherwise, we're gonna fit right in with everybody else, and we've never wanted to be that kind of band. So
Good.
See what happens.
Absolutely. Well, for everybody listening, if you haven't picked up Black Tie Love Affair, please do and support these guys. keep them on the road
Keep
for
us
the
on
next
the road.
3 years.
That's right. Fund the next album.
Yeah.
Last
Yeah.
question for you. Who is on your bucket list that makes you starstruck, that you would love to meet one day?
Starstruck. You know, I'd really like to. I thought one of the coolest frontman that would probably have so many interesting stories would be Scott Weiland of Stone Temple Pilots. So I'd probably like to sit down with him and just, you know, get his perspective on things. He was, you know, always one of the great performers. I mean, some of the bands like in our genre that I really look up to, like a Jacoby Shaddix of Papa Roach, I think he's a really cool dude. You know, the guys in Linkin Park are really awesome. So, you know, I've had brushes and played shows with those guys briefly, but never really got to sit down and, talk to them and just get their take on the business. And that's a cool part of all the tours we've been on is there's a lot of guys that have had a lot of success that take the time to sit down with us and really say, you know, you guys are on your way. You know, you remind us of, you know, the guys in Hollywood Undead said, you remind us of us when we were just getting ready to break out. We were on tour with Avenged Sevenfold and stuff like that. So you start hearing these stories often enough from people that you look up to, it's pretty cool. So if I could sit down with some of those guys, get their take on things, that'd help us out a lot, I'm sure.
Well, Jeff, I do appreciate you talking with us.
Yeah, thank you so much for the time. Great to meet you guys.